Welcome. In this video, I'd like to introduce you to A Course in Miracles online community I've just started using the platform of Mighty Networks. The purpose of this community is threefold. One, it's to allow people to come together in a supportive atmosphere to share their path with A Course in Miracles, the challenges and the joys of forgiveness, questions that may come up, chance to discuss between each other. And if we have differing views, that's fine, but we want to create a supportive community so you can feel free to share without criticism. This unfortunately doesn't occur on other platforms, you may have noticed. But with Mighty Networks, we can run it the way we want. And I also put up some guidelines to help in this. Another purpose is to provide information to help learn about A Course in Miracles. And I'll include links to teachers like Kenneth Wapnick and to my own material that I've gathered over the years. Each month, members will have access to a 1-hour group healing session where people would come together, and I'll use exercises that I've developed over 30 years or more, which have proven effective. And I've been using these recently on Mighty Network platforms to good effect. We've had people experience healings during the session. There's often a sort of a heightened energy when there's a group together, and that aids the healing process. Also, once a month, I'll have a workshop. I'll give a workshop of 90 minutes on some aspect of A Course in Miracles. For those who don't know me, I'll give you a little bit of background about myself. I discovered the book in 1982 in a bookshop at a spiritually orientated community known as the Findhorn Foundation in Scotland. I had heard about it a year before from a friend who described it as a book of affirmations, and I didn't particularly like the title. But interestingly, I've got that memory in my mind of the room, him telling me about it, and it's always significant for me when I get this freeze frame in my mind of some incident. Anyway, I looked in the bookshop. I was on a workshop for 2 weeks as a guest, and there was the book. In those days, it was in 3 different books: the text, the workbook, and the manual for teachers. I sort of idly picked it out of the window and read a paragraph, and I was just struck with some energy that's difficult to explain. I put the book back. I had no idea what I'd read and stuck it out of the shop. At that time, I was much more interested in Eastern teachings, the Buddha, Nisargadatta Maharaj, Ravana Maharshi, Jiddu Krishnamurti. But the following day, I was back there, taking it out the window, read another paragraph, another zap of energy, and no idea what I'd read. I did that for 2 weeks. And then when I went back to London, I ordered the book and I started to read and practice it over 3 years. At that time, there was no other writers I knew of, so it was a hard task. But I persevered. And then shortly, I joined Findhorn community as a member, where I lived for 20 years. I had the opportunity to invite Kenneth Wapnick and his wife Gloria, who were teachers of A Course in Miracles. I'd recently discovered them after some unknown person in Canada sent me 2 of Ken's first booklets on the course, which opened my eyes and made me study it all over again. While he was there, he noticed that I was avoiding the metaphysics of the course, and one day he actually asked me, "So Michael, who created the physical universe?" which started me off on another exploration of the course and to go deeper into it. Later, with Ken's help, he helped me produce my first 2 books on the course, Healing the Cause and then the Findhorn Book of Forgiveness. I'll always be grateful to his help, that I see him as my teacher on the course. In about 1989, I started to publish books and started giving workshops on the course around the world. Well, where we are now is the homepage of the online community I've just started, which is named A Course in Miracles. I'll just briefly show you what's here. This is the homepage where members can communicate with each other, although they can also send private messages to each other. And I've made a short video to explain all this. Up here is where you come in and either share something short or something more elaborate in an article where you can do a lot more. As you scroll down the page, you see a featured section, and this allows you to see things that are important for the community. Here's a post I did today announcing some audios that you can have access to. People can share their comments about what I've done here. A post 9 hours ago was on my own teacher, Dr. Kenneth Wapnick, and you can expand this article, and then you'll see what I've written here, biography of Ken, information, and then you see links, like here's a link to some of his 5-minute videos on topics A to H. I'll add more as time goes by. And then you start to come down to some of the members sharing and people answering them. Here's the Absolute Beginner's Guide, which helps you to navigate this. Over on the left is the scroll bar, and a lot of information is put into the events. Now, these are not the normal events you'd find on Mighty Networks if you're used to Mighty Networks. I needed pages of information which will stay there, unlike events that expire. So I've done a workaround, and I've made so-called events about 10 years in the future. So these will stay here. And then when you click on them, they open up and give you information. So I could show you what's here. This would be about the forthcoming workshops, if I open that one. I ask people to ignore the event times above, and then I actually print out what's here. Description of the 90-minute Zoom workshops each month. And here are the times for the first one and the second one, giving the times in North America. Most people joining my network will be from North America, but if there are enough people on European time zones, I'll repeat that workshop. But videos will be made of the workshop, allowing for privacy. That is, people can ask me to switch the camera off when they want to share something personal. And people on European times at the moment can see those. Down here is the Zoom link that you click on, which will take you straight to the workshop without a password, and you'll end up in the waiting room, ready for me to let you in and start. And then we have an FAQ, how to use Mighty Networks, how to cancel your subscription. For subscribers, I give away my first book as an ebook, and you just click this link and you can download the various formats. I give instructions on how to use my Dropbox if you're not familiar with it. Guidelines, that's important to browse through. Links to other Course in Miracles material. Teachings of Kenneth Wapnick. Here's a 3-part workshop that I did in Australia on healing ourselves and others that you can view. Previous 1-hour healing workshops in North America. Each month I put an article on. And we have people who channel Jesus, like Tina Spalding. If we open one of them, here's the FAQ. Ignore event times, of course. You'll get used to that. How to cancel the subscriptions, creating quick posts and articles. But I've also put this on a small video. If you click on here, you get the Absolute Beginner's Guide. And if you click on there, this video will start up.
Welcome.
And I'm explaining the various things you can do, creating posts,
share what's on your mind,
and then go into more detail, like embedding a video into your post.
When you click that, you get these icons come up.
So that's a little bit about what you'll get, and this events column will expand with more and more data. I'll be putting meditations in there soon, audiobooks that you can download. In the comments below this video, you'll see a link that will bring you to the Mighty Network, and a sort of a landing page which explains it. And then you have a free trial button that you can click. And for 7 days, you can explore, you can download my book if you like, and some of the other material here. If you decide to stay 7 days, then you'll be charged 10 United States dollars a month. This you can also cancel at any time. You can also cancel the free trial at any time. So I hope that gives you a good introduction. And if you join, I'll see you pop up in the home column here. And you can go up to the biography here. Click the wrong one there. Let's go back to home. And you can also click on what will be your face up here. And you can set up your profile where you can give a short introduction to yourself and a longer one down here, which people can see. So we can get to know you and we can start to communicate with each other. So there it is. Please click on the notes below, your free trial, and have a look around. See if you want to join. And I hope you do. I hope I see you soon. Bye for now.